Before the moon was small, the Zohar says there were two great lights. Not one great and one lesser. Not one ruler and one servant. Two great luminaries, standing together in the heavens. But then comparison entered the sky, and a wound opened in creation. The 10th doorway asks, can I receive another's light without feeling that my own light has disappeared? The Animated Zohar. Bereshit A, Anime of Creation. Episode 10, The Two Great Luminaries. The seeker looked upward. Above him, the sun and moon stood together in the firmament, both vast, both radiant, both carrying a holy brilliance. The sage said, the Zohar begins with a mystery of equality. Two great luminaries. Two lights rising in one greatness. Behind them, the seeker saw a hidden unity, upper and lower, giving and receiving, source and vessel, day and night. Joined before separation. When the upper world and the lower world are aligned, light does not need to compete with light. Each one reveals another side of the one. The seeker watched the two lights shine together. Yet the peace did not remain. The moon looked toward the sun. Not with hatred at first. With unease. The sun's brightness filled the heavens, and the moon began to wonder, if that light is so great, what is the meaning of mine? The vision changed. A small candle burned at noon. Its flame was real, but under the blaze of the sun, it seemed invisible. The sage said, this is the wound of comparison. The other light does not diminish you. But if you look at your own light only beside another, you may begin to feel diminished. The moon's radiance softened. Its place changed. The night opened beneath it. The seeker asked, was the moon punished? The sage answered, the Zohar speaks in symbols. The deeper lesson is that envy makes one's own light feel smaller. Then the seeker saw two neighbors standing beneath the same sky. Each had a lamp, bread, and a house. But one looked at the other and felt bitterness. Nothing had been stolen or lost. Yet the heart became restless. The sage said, this is the root of baseless hatred. Not hatred because someone harmed you, but hatred because another person's blessing feels like an accusation against your life. The seeker saw that envy first destroys the joy of the one who envies. The sage said, when you cannot bless another light, you imprison your own. Above them, the moon grew quiet, learning the cost of comparison. The moon no longer shone as before. But it did not vanish. It turned toward the sun and began to receive. A silver path opened between them. The sun gave. The moon reflected. And the night, which had once seemed like loss, became filled with gentle light. The sage said, reflected light is still light. Receiving is not shame. A vessel is not worthless because it receives. Its holiness is in receiving, holding, and revealing the light in a form the world can bear. The seeker watched moonlight fall on fields, waters, and travelers walking through darkness. The sun could rule the day, but the moon could guard the night. After the stillness, the seeker saw two sacred realms. The day opened in gold. The night opened in silver. The sage said, the greater luminary rules the day. The lesser luminary rules the night. But ruling here does not mean domination. It means service according to one's place. In the day, the house was filled and the fields received warmth. In the night, the house was guarded, and hidden repair moved beneath the moon. The sage said, "Day and night are not enemies. The day reveals, the night gathers." The seeker saw that diminished light could still be holy when it accepted its own realm. Then the firmament filled with stars. Countless lights appeared, small but necessary. Around them moved hosts and messengers, all suspended in the heaven that carried the life of worlds. The sage said, "The Zohar sees the stars as countless forces, each set in its place, each carrying a portion of order." The seeker saw that no star tried to become the sun. No star despised the moon. Each light held its station, and the sky became beautiful because they were not the same. Then a dark stone appeared beneath the firmament. It had been rejected and unseen. But slowly, the stone began to shine. The sage said, "What is rejected in one stage may become the cornerstone in another." The diminished light is not the end of the story. The vision moved inward. The seeker saw a human form made of layers: spirit, breath, life, and body. The sage said, "The Zohar teaches that the outer form is a garment. The body is not the enemy of the inner life. It is the clothing through which inner life acts." The seeker saw many forms: human, animal, bird, and beast, each carrying an inner pattern through an outer garment. The sage spoke carefully, "These are symbolic forms. The teaching is not to degrade any human being. It is to see that what appears outside is only a garment. The inner life must be aligned with the higher image." The seeker looked at his own hands. His body was responsibility. The sage turned to him. "This is also the story of your light. Sometimes you shine directly. Sometimes you receive. Sometimes you lead in the day, and sometimes you guard something hidden in the night. But comparison confuses the soul. It says, if another person shines, I must be less. If I receive light from another, I am not truly luminous." The Zohar breaks that illusion. The sun, moon, and stars each have their service. Even the rejected stone has its hour of becoming. The question is not, why am I not that light? The deeper question is, what realm has been entrusted to my light? The sun and moon stood again in the heavens. Not as rivals. Not as copies of each other. The sun poured gold into the day, and the moon carried silver through the night. The sage said, when envy is removed, each light can bless the other. When the vessel accepts its place, the flow from above to below is restored. And when the moon reflects faithfully, the night itself becomes luminous. The seeker looked upward. Beyond the sun and moon, another mystery began to appear. Some lights shone with softness. Others burned like fire. The sage whispered, "The next mystery is the difference between the luminaries of light and the luminaries of fire." Next episode, the luminaries of light and fire.